Right, next one. I've had so many hours of fun on this game as well. Like, the Mega Drive is just one of the best consoles that's ever existed. In my opinion, it's just absolutely brilliant. And this is a game that I spent hours on. It's got so many levels. It's just crazy. So I haven't been able to complete it yet. So if you want a game that's very long, go for it. One of my great mates on YouTube, who I haven't spoken to in a while because I've taken a lot of time out of YouTube and stuff like that. That's my dog, in case you saw a tail. Is a guy called Aaron, aka Aaron85. Quite a while ago now, because obviously I've taken a while out of YouTube, and it's been a while since I've spoken to certain people. I think it's about 2 years ago now. I got him into this game. He saw me do a gameplay vid, I think it was, either a gameplay vid or just I spoke about it, and then he picked it up, and then he did a gameplay vid on it, and then he thanked me personally for getting him into the game, which was awesome. And that's basically a game called Pugsy. You basically play as an orange alien, and you have to go through different levels, kind of solving puzzles, because a lot of the games have got puzzle elements where in order to get to the end you have to solve certain things, transfer objects from one place to another, putting keys in certain locks to unlock other things and progress further. Not all of them are as straightforward as you might think. But yeah, it's just an absolutely great game. If you've never played Pugsy and you've got a Mega Drive, you have to go and pick it up, because it's very, very good, and you get a lot out of it for your money, because it's a great adventure game and it's so long as well. And it works on a map feature, so when you complete one level, you go back to the map and it goes on to the next level, so you can see where you are. It has the main part of the game where you just press start and you go through the main part, or it's also got like a junior section where, like, if you want a bit of practice, you do like fewer levels, and it's kind of a way, kind of almost like a stepping stone into the main game, so you get a bit more used to what the buttons are like and everything, and then when you kind of mastered that section, you can move on to kind of the main game kind of thing. But yeah, very, very good. The puzzles inside the different levels are just awesome. So yeah, really, really good game. And then I've got kind of a 2 games in one, which is Castle of Illusion and Quackshot. Now I've got Castle of Illusion as a separate game, as a standalone game, because my great friend Martin kindly let me keep it after the Mission Impossible event last October, which that being my game. He sent it out to me and then said I could keep it afterwards, which was really nice of him. But I do also have it as part of a 2-in-1 game, but I do prefer to have it as a standalone, so I'm really glad I've got that. But yeah, I've also got it with Quackshot. I don't have Quackshot as a standalone game, but I've got it with Castle of Illusion. Quackshot is awesome. It's starring Donald Duck, so it's the one at the bottom there. And it's similar in terms of, side-scrolling and things like that. Obviously, just completely different game, different levels, etc. And again, this is in absolutely immaculate condition. So much so that even the manual shines. Moving on to, I know I said this in the Master System collection, so I am quite biased, but it's very true. My favourite games on the Mega Drive as well as the Master System is Sonic the Hedgehog. So, Sonic, what I love about it compared to the Master System version is that they are 2 completely different games. This wasn't just like, a remake with better graphics. It was completely different. Obviously same sort of concept, but just completely different levels themselves, so that's one thing I love about it. But obviously my favourite game ever on the Mega Drive, without a doubt, love Sonic the Hedgehog. Just no manual. Then of course the sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where we introduce Tails. Love this game to absolute pieces. And then the third one, again my good friend Martin, very, very kindly at Game Link gave me the cover, because some of you may have seen what I might have posted up pictures or shown this before on an older version of the collection, and you would have seen that it didn't have a cover. It was again another stupid tacky Tipex thing where I said Sonic 3, and it just looked awful. But then when I was at Martin's shop a few months ago, he had a spare copy of the case. I had the cartridge and he had the case. Let me have it. I put them together, and now I've got the case for it, which I'm so chuffed with because it just looked so tacky before. So I'm now pleased to be able to show the actual cover to it on camera, because before I didn't have it. So very, very chuffed. So thanks a lot, Martin, for letting me have a spare copy of the cover, because now it just looks so much better. Then Sonic and Knuckles. Again, you can the whole idea is that you can plug Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, not at the same time obviously, into the top of it, and then you can put Knuckles into Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. If you try and put Sonic 1 into the top, you don't get Knuckles in Sonic 1. You actually just get a load of blue sphere levels where you've got to collect all the blue spheres, and you just get absolute tons of them that you just keep playing through. And when you get onto that, by the way, in order to access all the blue sphere levels, because it comes up saying no way, you have to press A, B and C all together exactly the same time, and then it activates the whole thing, and you can go into and start playing the blue sphere levels. So, next one is the really cool Sonic Spinball. So Sonic basically in a pinball, or a set of pinball levels with flippers and stuff. Yeah, very, very, very cool. I don't think I've ever completed this. I think I've only got as far as the second... No, I think I've got as far as the third pinball table. And then I died. So, yeah. But again, very good condition. Another one that I'd recommend. And then I've got quite a few Sonic games. You probably realise this by now. And then I've got Sonic 3D Flicky's Island. Again, on the Mega Drive. I do have a completed playthrough of this from start to finish, again on my channel, as well as not the Mega Drive version, but a playthrough of, from start to finish, the Master System version of Sonic Spinball, which is quite interesting because not many people have that up on YouTube, as well as a completed playthrough of Sonic 1 and Sonic 3. So there we go. Did I open this up? I don't think I did. Cool, right, nearly there. See, I'm worried now. I'm going to do 40 minutes again. Another long video. It's going to take me 7 hours to upload this. Great. Either that, or I'll just split it in half. We'll see. Right, Space Harrier 2. I don't have the first one. I've not really played the first one, but I saw this one. It was quite cheap, so I thought I'd give it a go. And it is actually pretty cool. You basically... you can float up, so you can levitate in the air, and you just have to shoot all the things that come towards you. It's kind of almost like coming towards you. So you're going through, and it's all coming towards you. It's not side-scrolling, it's all kind of coming towards you. So it's all about intergalactic teleportation. And you basically are in the 214th sector of the universe, and a distress signal is sent from a land in turmoil, and you're under attack by monstrous beings, and you have to basically try and defeat them. So, whoops! I'm dropping. Dropping everything today. Okay, next one is Spot Goes to Hollywood. So it's I don't know if it's a sequel, which is another version of the game, but a bit like Cool Spot. He then goes to Hollywood. So Spot Goes to Hollywood. Again, bought this from a good friend Martin. Didn't even know it existed, and then I think I was chatting to, at the time, I was in the shop with, might have been Interghost, possibly, and said that it was a really, really good game, so I thought I'd give it a go. And it is good. I just find it a little bit difficult to control because it's on a diagonal axis. It's all diagonally done, so it's not very straightforward. So basically, if you can see this, let me just try and come a bit closer to the camera. Can you see that they're all diagonally done? Yeah, can't really see because the box is actually in the way of the camera, so I can't see how well you guys are seeing that. But it's on a diagonal axis, and it's not always clear as to where you're going or what you've got to collect and stuff like that. But I quite liked it. I prefer Cool Spot, I'm not going to lie, but it was still quite a good idea to kind of bring out another one with him in it and see how he gets on and stuff. Next one is Taz and Escape from Mars. Now, again, I've got Tasmania on the Mars system, and I did mention in that video that I do have another one on the Mega Drive. I do have a quite embarrassing video of me trying to play this game and embarrassingly doing really badly. It's in the video games I'm currently playing, and I switched on for the first. I should have really practiced it first and then recorded the video, but I decided to jump in and record the video and then just put this in for the first time. And I couldn't even get out of the first part of the first level. I was stuck straight away, and I was like, what am I supposed to be doing? And I gave up and switched it off. Excuse me. And everyone was like, what? And then someone told me what to do, and I was just like, whoops. So it's quite an embarrassing video. I got completely stuck. Didn't even get very far on the video at all. But other than that, it's not bad. So, there we go. I have to show them. I'm sure I showed the front, yeah. So there we go. Next one is my favourite Simpsons game that I own. I do own Bart versus the Space Mutants on the Mars system, but I remember this one more, and that's Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. I do also have this on the Super Nintendo. And the idea is that you play as Bart Simpson, and basically one night he's up doing his homework and he falls asleep doing it with his window open, and he leaves his fan running. And what happens is all his pages of his homework then blow out the window, and your mission is to then go down this street and try and locate the pieces of his homework again. And when you see a piece of paper on the floor, you go and stand on it, and then you have the choice of 2 different levels to do, and you choose one, and if you defeat that level and you complete it, you then get that piece of homework back. And there's, I can't remember how many pieces of homework there is actually, that you have to find off the top of my head. But there's quite a few, I think there's like 9 or 10, something like that. The easiest levels I found are the itchy and scratchy levels, because you've just got to get a weapon and just got to shoot all the itchy and scratchies. But there are other levels as well, like, for example, there's one where Marge is like a butterfly, I think it is. And there's also one where you play as Bart still, but he transforms into like a green dinosaur, and he throws out fire and stuff. And there's also one where you're on like a Maggie-themed level. You have to jump on different kind of towers, and if you jump on the wrong one, you just fall down, and that just drives me mad because I could never get that right. So the itchy and scratchy level is just a bit of a tip for you guys if you're playing it. Are the easiest levels to do. Right, 2 minutes, and I've got 4 games. So next one is a game that a lot of people say is a classic, but I've only started playing it recently, and I'm still trying to work my way around it, and that's Toe Jam and Earl in Panic on Funkatron. I think this is the second one. I think I'm sure when I was in Martin's shop there was also a first one, but I went with this one in the end. So a lot of people say to me, when they say like games that like I've enjoyed on the Mega Drive, get this one. I haven't played it too much, I can't really comment too much on it, but it's very cool from what I've seen. Really cool artwork again. Basically, Earthlings have invaded the planet of Funkatron, scaring the local natives, makes an awful mess of things, and it's up to Toe Jam and Earl to track down these pests, send them back to Earth, and set things right in this highly funky adventure. So yeah, you can play as either Toe Jam on his own, Earl on his own, or you can do 2 players, and you can play as each one of them together, which is a cool idea. I've not done that yet with my brother or anything, but yeah, it's cool to have a Toe Jam and Earl game in my collection because a lot of people say it's a classic. And there is another one that's available as well, which I may even get hold of, we'll see. And then, again, one of my favourite games, which happens to have my YouTube name on it, because when I bought it, Martin put my name on it, so he knew which pile of games were mine. So that says Dan Central at the bottom. It's, of course, Toy Story. A game that I used to play when I was younger for hours. I used to rent it out at Blockbusters when Mega Drive games were in fashion. They used to have them in them like video VHS sized yellow boxes with just the cartridge rattling around inside. Yeah, used to love it. Used to absolutely love it. And yeah, it's got great music. Really does make you feel like you're in the film as well. So it's, yeah, absolutely brilliant. So there we go. And then the last 2. This is one of my favourite Disney games of all time, and that's the absolutely awesome World of Illusion, which is probably one of the best games I've ever played, ever, in terms of co-op play with 2 players, because you play as both characters on the same screen, you help each other out. There's a part where there's like a seesaw kind of thing, and one of the characters pushes the other one up to the next ledge, and then the person that goes up first has to then drop a rope down and pull the other character up. So it really is helping each other out massively. Me and Sebastian, aka the Half Blind Gamer on YouTube, love this game so much that quite a few months ago we both did a co-op play on both our channels. It was so much fun. What we did was I played as... what did I play as? Oh, Mickey. I'm sure I played as Mickey. Did I play as Mickey? No, I didn't. I played as Donald. I played as Donald. Oh no, that's really bad. I completely forgot. Ah, sorry, mate. I played as Donald, and he played as Mickey. And the Donald levels are slightly harder, but I was just like, bring it on, because I knew it was more of a challenge. So I played the Donald levels, and then he played the Mickey levels, and then at the end of each part, we then linked out to each other's videos, so that you could then jump onto the next channel, and then you could see the Mickey version if you was on mine, or you could see the Donald version if you was on Sebastian's before. And it was brilliant. The only thing we didn't do, because they were separate run-throughs, we didn't do a co-op play where we were both on the screen talking at the same time. We do have the means to do that, it's just getting round to do it, because he's very busy, then I'm very busy, and we never actually got around to doing it in the end, but I would love to do it at some point. It's such a cool idea to have us playing exactly the same time, having the right laugh with it would be brilliant. So hopefully we'll get to a stage where we can do that. But if you're interested in seeing our separate run-throughs, where we do also link out to each other's videos at the end, so you can then watch ours in parallel with each other, I'll put links all over the video. I'm putting links already for other videos that I've done, so if you're interested, click on the links as you see them flash up. Watch the video first though, and then click on the links, so that you don't miss the last bits of this video. And let us know what you think, because there was so much fun to do, and he said some great things about my videos, which really meant a lot, and I said some really good things about his videos as well. So if you like the idea of us kind of doing a project together, and you want to see how we kind of did it and comment on each other's videos, please feel free to go and have a look at it, because it was a lot of fun, and I'll put links all over the place so you can see around about now. Cool, so World of Illusion. Brilliant game, as Sebastian, Half Blind Gamer, would definitely agree. Yeah, I'm just amazed at how good this game is. I can't fault it in any way, shape or form. It's 100% perfection, in my opinion. And then finally, a game that my nan bought for me, because she saw it was for Mega Drive and knew I had a Mega Drive, which was obviously great. But it's just a game that... interesting, but it's not a game that I would rush out to play, in a hurry. It's a game called Zoop, and there's also a game called Zool on Mega Drive as well. But this one's called Zoop. This is a puzzle game. So basically, each of the shapes that make up the word Zoop are also featured in the game, and they fly around the screen. So you have like a board, right? And you're basically in the middle of this board, and up, down. Now, obviously, my left and right are flipped to you, but up, down, left, and right, you've got shapes moving constantly towards the centre where you are, and you have to try and make them disappear before they actually hit your centre square. And if they hit it, then you lose. And I think you have to get like 3 the same shape. No, is it 3 or is it 4? I think might be 4 in a row, and then they disappear. But if you don't get it in time, and any of them pierce the square, you lose. Oh, and it's just said on here that there's 99 levels. So yeah, good luck with that one. You might just send yourself round the bend with it if you get too frustrated. But you basically, let's just show you, I can't really see that, whoops, wrong way. That one there. So you have a square in the middle, right? And you have from each angle other shapes moving towards you. And if you let them hit your square, then you lose, basically. I mean, it says on the back, inside this little box is the excitement you crave, apparently. It's the challenge that you need. Level after level of brain-burning action comes at you from all sides faster and faster until your thumbs are numb, your eyes are aching, and your mind is molten. And there's only one thing you know: I cannot stop playing this game. Yeah, be a bit careful with that game then if you start playing it, because you might go a bit crazy. Again, it's in immaculate condition though. And it's just an interesting puzzle game. It's an interesting concept. It's not anything that I've seen in any other game that's ever been done before. So I'll give it credit for that. But yeah, you do find it's quite repetitive as well, and you get very frustrated with it very easily. So yeah, that's Zoop for you. There's also another Mega Drive game that I don't own, but I've played quite a lot around at mates, and there's a game called Wiz and Liz. It's like a kind of a magical kind of game where you have some characters and you have to kind of collect things, I think, and then it's very competitive as well. But yeah, that's my collection. I think I am going to split this in half. So obviously by the time you're watching this video now, you would have seen it's been split in half, if I have done. Just because I'm thinking, not only is it going to take even longer to upload than the last video I did, but people are going to get annoyed watching along. But I think people do prefer, and even me included, to watch videos in parts. They can grab a part here and there, go away, do what they need to do, and then come back and watch the other part later. And also end up getting 2 sets of comments on videos as well then, rather than, you know, 1 set on 1 long video. The last video I did as a long video because it was a video to say that I was back and I was catching up on stuff. But yeah, I can kind of agree that it's a good idea. What I did, I mean, if this video, I'll let it go to like 50 minutes as it stands here, but actually you're going to then see it as probably 2 25-minute videos. Yeah, because otherwise it's just going to get mental. But there you go, that's my Mega Drive collection. I've now shown Master System and Mega Drive. I'm just going to have a bit of a play around really and see what works to do next. Might do the SNES collection, might be a good idea. And obviously I've got other ones as well. I've got Philips CDI, which is a really impressive collection, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. That one, again, might need to be split because there's quite a lot of games in that one. But then of course I've got NES, I've got Nintendo Wii, PS1, PS2, Nintendo DS, yeah, PSP, yeah, and Nintendo GameCube as well. So, oh, and Xbox One too. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching the video anyway, guys. Really, really glad to be back. It's awesome, and to get such great comments in the last video as well was really, really great to hear and see, really. So thank you very much. I'm going to go because, yeah, it's going to overrun quite a bit. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Oh, hang on. Didn't even show the console before I finished. I try and show the console as well so you can see what I've got. A Mega Drive Model 1. Never owned a Mega Drive Model 2, so that's that one. And I've got basically about 4 different controllers. 2 of them are the standard classic ones. One's got 3 extra switches, and then another one's like a proper one that's got like loads more extra switches. It's in here somewhere. Ooh. So basically I've got 2 of these, which are the normal classic ones. I've got this one which is like proper like mental. It's got like 6 buttons. Oh, 6 buttons here. And then it's got like loads of switches like in the middle. And I've also got another one that's like similar to the classic ones, but it's got 3 switches here. And also the ABC buttons are red as well, as are the D-pad arrows as well. So yeah, there we go. That's everything. Thank you very, very much for watching. And I will see you all very soon for another collection video. So take it easy.